today I feel like curry. First of all, you need your spices. I got normal curry spice, buy it from the Indians, just medium, hot, mild, whichever you want. I'll add some paprika, turmeric, coriander seeds, mustard seeds, cashew nuts. For the veggies, I got butter beans. Used to be a boxer in the 90s and 2000s. I've got a marrow there, garlic, ginger, onions, salt, oil, coconut cream, tomato. If you haven't got your own one, use canned chopped ones. Today I'm making chicken and some chilies, rice, and the rest of it. So before you start, do everything first. Chop your onions, grate your garlic, or chop your garlic, however you want to do it. I'm going to do the process, but I'm going to start with spices. Get your pan hot, no oil, bucket's hot. Spices in. Spices popping. Spices ready. Grind or grind. Mix all your spices. Chop your onions however you want. Onions chopped. I'm cooking for 16. Recipe online is for 2. Garlic. Get the crack. As rough or as fine as you feel. After onions and garlic, always wash your hands straight away, or it's just going to smell for days. For the ginger, just grate it. I use the skin and all. Won't waste your time, it doesn't make a difference, I promise you. You can see the grater holds back the hairy bits that you don't want. Perfectly done. Cashew nuts, unroasted. Cashew nuts roasted. Okay, now, if your oven's too hot, you'll burn a lot of your cashew nuts. So that's why I take it to 150, let it roast evenly. Now you take your coconut cream, add it to your blender. Get it as smooth as possible. Cashew nuts is going to be your thickening agent for this. Cashew nuts thicken so beautifully. Now your chilies. Chop your chilies up, or chop your chilies up as much as you want. I don't know how hot you want it. After you chop your chilies, wash your hands. Don't go for a pee. Alright, all your ingredients are prepped up, ready to go. Oil, onions. So I'm going to leave this until it's golden brown. When you're cooking basmati rice, essentially you want to wash off the cloudiness. Now whilst the onions are browning, it's going to take a little while. I don't want to do it too aggressively or you get black bits. I'd rather not have that. I'm going to do the rice. If you've got a way you do your rice, fast forward. Yeah. What you want to do, you want to wash out the cloudy bits. Fill it up. Give it a bit of a rinse. You see all that cloudiness? You'd normally leave it for a few minutes. Throw the cloudiness off. And do it again. This time I'm going to leave it for a few minutes. And I'll probably have to do this 2 or 3 times. Oh shit, Kieran's joined us.
I thought the food was done. I hate the taste. Smells
My
nice.
God, you look like Kojak's ball hairs. What did you do to your hair?
Cut it all.
Okay, as you can see, the rice has turned white. It's not opaque anymore, and the water's clear. Strain it off into a rice strainer. Okay, water's boiling. Ratio for water is about 350 milliliters water to 190 grams of rice. That's 1 cup of rice and 1 3/4 cup of water into the pot, and I'm going to drop the temperature, leave it simmer 15 to 20 minutes. Job done. Onions almost golden black. For me, that's perfect. Nice and caramelized. Garlic. Add your ginger. Chilies. I'm making for 16 people, so there's various tastes in that. Some people like it mild, some people like it spicy. I've got a chili paste and I'm going to give them on the side. If they want to have it spicy, they can spice it up with that. Okay, I've been stirring this for about a minute or two. I try not to, I don't add the garlic at the same time as the onions. Garlic has more sugar and generally will burn before you get the color of your onions. At about that point, I add all my spices that I've mixed together. Open your spices up. Don't just throw them in and boil them. That's when you get a white person's curry, and the spices haven't opened up and the flavor's not robust and the curry is powdery. You want the spices to fry a little bit. My sign is when it starts to stick on the bottom of the pan, it's ready to add my tomatoes. You can see the spices are starting to stick on the bottom. Don't burn them. At this point, clean the bottom of your pot with your tomatoes. Bring that to boil. At this point, I drop the temperature and let it simmer in and just slowly reduce and let the flavors infuse. Right, rice is ready. Almost overcooked my rice and it's perfectly cooked now. So what I don't want it to do, I don't want it to continue to cook in the pot. Normally I'd leave it a little bit, take it off the heat a little bit earlier and let it slowly come to the cook. But I just want to open it up here. One thing I hate, and when I'm eating a curry and I've got a puddle of water at the bottom of my bowl, what that tells me is that somebody took the rice and they ran cold water over it. So the rice is coated in cold water. As soon as you add your gravy, it gets watery at the bottom of the pot. Okay, I'm making 2 types of curry today. I'm making chicken curry and I'm making veggie special. So I've got some marrows left over from the garden. Actually got another 20 kilograms of marrows. I should maybe make some pickles. Cut it up. I have washed it already. I like it nice and chunky. You like it fine, you like it small. Knock your socks off. I want it to be kind of meaty because I'm eating vegan tonight. I'm not eating chicken. And then I'm going to put beans in it. So essentially I'm going to roast those. I'm going to add it to my curry paste. If I was going to make a lamb curry or something like that, what I would do is I'll take a little bit of that curry paste. This is a base. If you want to make a whole lot, put it in a container, put it in the freezer, keep it for when you need a quick curry. But I would take a little bit of that, I put it into the pressure cooker, cook it until the lamb is tender, add the rest of the sauce, curry done. Now I'm adding my cashew nut and coconut cream.
Looks good.
I'm going to bring that to the boil. At this stage you probably will need to add a bit of water because cashew nuts is an amazing thickening agent. So it thickens up almost better than corn flour, so just remember that. Now, just add salt and bring it to boil. I'm not going to add all the salt, just remember, like carpenters do, measure twice, cut once, same thing with salt. Taste, add a little more. All that's left before we start roasting and ready to finish is taste. What I love is it's robust, it comes through, coats the entire part of your tongue, engages all your taste buds. Here we go. I'm going to add a little bit of this to my chicken and a little bit of this to my courgettes. Mix it in, get your hands dirty.
It's hot.
That's all right. Get your hands dirty, mix it in. Now I've laid them out onto oven grids, and I'm going to cook them at about 220, 240 degrees. I want it to char, I want it to be almost black outside, get that whole tandoori vibe. This, if it's too much and you don't feel like messing your oven up, take all the chicken, throw it in the pot, boil it, ready to go. Chicken nice and charred, almost tandoori-like. Same as the marrow. So now for the veggie choice, all you hopeless vegetable lovers, tree huggers. Michelle's one of them as well, so you know I'm allowed to say that. One thing that's missing in the curry for the vegans is a bit of protein. I'm just taking canned beans because I'm too lazy to actually soak dry beans. A couple of ladles of curry, bring it to the boil. Okay, so same thing with the chicken. Make sure the chicken's cooked. Sauce over. Rice is ready. Magically let some coriander appear so it gets all green and looks good for the photos. Yeah, no, not like that, mate. Enjoy that. For the vegans, your beans have boiled together with the curry paste.
Beautiful.
Magically let some coriander appear. Beautiful and a little bit of green. Enjoy your curry.